I've ditched the project bags or the whip pile for now. Give myself a pat on the back because I got 4 of them done. Although granted, I know that the sweatshirt still needs a little bit of work doing on it around the neckline, but I am going to address that this week and get it out of the way. So I'm giving myself a week off from whips and doing some nice new projects. And I'm going to be doing them in these 2 fabrics, quite subdued for me. This beauty. The first fabric, oh, look at this. It is gorgeous. Just let me unravel this. Oh, beautiful. And I want to make a dress in this. I've decided I've gone from cord to dress, back to cord, back to dress. We're sticking with the dress plan. And I need your help, guys, because I've got 3 options for the dress that I'm going to make out of this fabric. One of them I've made before, the other one I've got the pattern but not made, and the third one I haven't got the pattern but I didn't like it when I first saw it, but now I'm obsessed with it. So which 3 patterns have I got for this yummy fabric? They'll be popping up here, my usual images, so that you can visualise this beautiful fabric in them and help a girl out. So option number 1 is a pattern that I've made before. It's an itch to stitch pattern and it's the serrata dress. I had to think then. It's definitely the serrata dress. So the serrata dress that I made had a V-neck, which is great for boobalicious girls. I put the flutter sleeves on it. Now it has an elasticated waist detail, which I didn't think would suit me, but actually helps give me a little bit of shape around the midriff. And then the other thing that I didn't think would suit me is that it's got a frill or ruffle around the bottom of the skirt. And I actually love it. So do I make another serrata dress in this fabric? Option number 2 is one that I've had the pattern for a while. It's in my new pattern shelf waiting to be used. It's a style art pattern and it's the Bronte dress. Now the Bronte dress looks like quite a simple pattern at first glance, but it's got all those pin tuck detail around the waistline. But I think that the pattern design will show the beauty of this fabric off really well. So what do we think about the Bronte? I would do it with the V-neck again. I'm a V-neck kind of girl. And I would do it with short sleeves for the spring and summer. It has got a zip on the back, but that's fine. Other than that, it is just all those pleats or pin tucks, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to have to take my time with and get them accurate. But I do want to make the Bronte dress. Now I know Style Art aren't great with their instructions, but it's a fairly simple enough make that I shouldn't be banging my head against a brick wall like I was yesterday with the Wardrobe by Me pattern, which was the Amelia jacket. So, option number 2, Bronte dress. And option number 3, as I've already said, is one that I didn't think that I would ever make, I'll be honest. I love loads of so different patterns, but there's some that I don't gravitate towards. And when Laura brought out her new collection, the Otis dress, which everybody was going mad about, I didn't get any vibes for it. I liked it, but I thought it wouldn't suit me. For a few reasons, I thought it would emphasise my boobs too much. I thought the sleeves would be too big on me. And I thought the skirt was too big and voluminous from the line drawings and the images that Laura put up. However, the other day I watched Kristen from the Dahlia Society, and I will pop the link to her channel below in case you want to go and see what her version of the Otis dress actually looks like, because now I blinky well love it. I watched hers and I thought that skirt isn't voluminous. It definitely wasn't. It looked very much like the skirt part of the Seasons of East dress, Summer in New York dress. And I love that style of skirt on me. So do I bite the bullet and do the Otis dress? Have you done the Otis? Am I thinking wrong about the skirt and I've just seen it differently? Am I trying to persuade myself to make something work that won't? Let me know if you've made the Otis dress. Is the skirt voluminous? I can cope with the sleeves being voluminous because that's the style, but then if the skirt is also quite voluminous as well, it would just be too much for my small frame. But if the skirt is slimmer, I know it's not a pencil skirt, but not all gathers and too much around my waist, gathers here, gathers there, I just got the vibe that it wouldn't suit me. So let me know if you've made the Otis. So that's option 3 for this beautiful, beautiful fabric. And then I'm biting the bullet with my next make, and it's going to be the couture denim that I've been snuggling up to. This is super soft denim. It's not easy to get hold of. So when Lamazi had it in this beautiful, they called it cotton, I think. But it's very, very pale cream. It's not white. I don't like white jeans. So it's been a jacket, it's been jeans, it's been a jacket again, and now it's back to being jeans, and it's staying as jeans because it's getting made this week. It's going to be the Hussard jeans from Maison Fauve. Again, I'll pop a few images up here in case you don't know what they are. They're my favourite jeans. I've made 2 pairs of them and I want to make some in this cream. So the Hussards have got really nice details on them. They've got pin tucks into the front side pocket, slant pockets. They've got an unusual back yoke detail on them. The front of the leg is in 2 halves and then top stitched down the middle. I'm going to do them as ankle grazers, I think, because they're for the spring and summer, but I don't want to do them as crops. I want them as kind of a full length jean, but ankle length because it's the summer. So there we go. I love the waistband on these because it's actually a curved waistband, which is very flattering for people with a hollow back, and I think that I have a little bit of hollow back, so a curved waistband sits in nicely. I don't have to make any adjustments to it. Obviously I have to shorten them being a shorty, but apart from that I'm good to go. I make a size 40 because I don't want them skin tight. I want to be comfortable in them. And I've got an idea for my top stitching. I want to use this. It's not top stitching thread, obviously. It's some thread that I got for quilting, so it's quilting cotton thread. So I might have to thread 2 pieces of it to thicken it up. Or if I'm just doing a straight stitch, I could do the triple stitch on my machine and do my top stitching in a triple stitch, which is probably going to work with this kind of thread because 2 of them through the eye of the needle, even with a jeans needle, might be a bit of a push. So I want to do some cute pink top stitching down the front and on all the seams. But I will be doing my trademark now embroidery on the patch pockets on the back. Now I haven't decided what I want to put on them. I'm thinking I want to put a rose design on this time and do them really floral. So to tie in with the pink, have some pink roses embroidered on my back pockets. Oh, they will look amazing then, won't they? So that's a big meaty project to do because I like to take my time with jeans. I need to keep trying them on, tweaking them, because jeans have got to fit just right, haven't they? And this fabric hasn't got hardly any stretch to it at all. And I think the last pair I made had a little bit of give in them, so I need to be careful with my fit because I don't want them too tight and strangling me. So they're my two makes, as well as getting the Amelia jacket finished as well, because that has got to get done this week. And I want to grapple with the neck on my colour block sweatshirt and get that put to bed as well. A few weeks ago I mentioned or did a vlog all about raising the bar of my finishes on my garments and concentrating on the inside finish as well as the outside and trying to be more couture in my sewing. And the lovely Jo from The Crafty Crofter, I'll pop the link to her channel below because she has some amazing ideas. She's so knowledgeable and really worth following. She told me or recommended a book to me, and it's this, I managed to find it. It's not easy to find at the right price. It's quite an old book. I think this is the reprint, and this was reprinted in 2011. But she's told me if I buy any book, buy this one, and it's the revised and updated couture sewing techniques. Now I can't tell you if it's any good because I've only just managed to get hold of one and not had time to sit down and read it. I read the first few pages and they recommend before you introduce any of these techniques into your sewing that you read this book from cover to cover. So that's my other job this week, is to read this book, and then next Monday I'll come back with it to you. I'm going to highlight pertinent parts of the book that I think are really good, and then I'll talk you through how I'm going to incorporate them into my high-end couture sewing from now on. I'm doing well. I've hardly used the overlocker except for knits, so I think that's half the battle, but it's learning the best way to do things. And sometimes they don't work out, do they? But I'm getting there, so I'm hoping that reading this book is going to give me a huge boost with my couture sewing techniques going forward. Now, that's my plans. So what did I make? Well, you've seen, to be honest, you've seen all my makes this week as I've gone through the week. Well, from Wednesday, because that was the 1st of July and it's a daily sewing month for me, a daily vlogging month, a daily sewing month as well. So I'm not going to show you them again. If you want to see what I made Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, I'll put the link to all those vlogs below and you can catch up on my daily vlogs. But earlier in the week, before I started my daily vlogs, I made a few other garments, as I do. You know, sometimes I sew a lot and get a lot done. Sometimes I sew a lot and get nothing done. But this week, I've got quite a bit, I've got quite a bit done. Now, you'll remember, or maybe not, that I caved and bought the Maison Fauve twist front dress pattern, and I did a toile. I did it in a size 38 and it was a little bit like a sausage skin. So I went up to a 40 but kept the top of the shoulders as the 38 and then graded out towards the waist so that the waist area ended up a size 40 because that's where it was, where my mum tum is. It was a little bit tight and it's worked out great. I've made it in some viscose linen from Lamardi, so it's part of my summer linen collection, And I've made the twist front top. I don't think you can actually really see the detail because of it'd been better in a plain fabric, but hey ho, it's got the twist detail there. Hopefully I'll have bobbed up an image of me in the dress, because it's nice to see it actually on somebody. On a hanger, you can't tell, can you? I'm loving the fit. Was it hard to make? Once you've got that twist detail all sewn together, and you've got to be accurate with your markings, take your time. And once you've got all that sewn on the front, it's actually a really simple shift dress, in all honesty. It's got a bit of an A-line skirt on it, which I like. I've put short sleeves in it, and it's got an invisible side zip at one side, darts in the back, and then this twist detail at the front. And the bodice and the skirt are separate. At the back they're separate, but at the front, where this twist detail is, that side of the front panel is all one. And then this side has a clever panel sewn in, so it might be quite good to do a bit of colour blocking with this to emphasise the design as well. Will I make it again? Yes. It's a really flattering, I think, a really flattering dress on me anyway. And I do want to make another one. I want it in some plain fabric, like I said, to emphasise twist. But I'm not going to buy any online. I'm at the Festival of Quilts in a few weeks' time, and it's on my list to find some nice winter weight fabric to make a autumn-winter version of this dress. Maybe a nice viscose twill will work, but I'm thinking I might actually try it in some ponte and then not have to put the side zip in. And then ponte will emphasise that twist a lot more. And I might do it two-tone. We will see. But yeah, I'm thinking some ponte. So a structured knit, I think you'll get away with this pattern. And then you don't have to put the invisible zip in. So that is my next plan for the twist front dress. And then I made two other things. The first was the About Town top from Pattern Emporium. I've made this before and I've made it again. Love this top. Made it with the epaulettes and the cap sleeve on it. Haven't put any pockets in it. And it's been made in fabric from So Different. It's their 100% linen fabric. They have got this available online, so I will pop the link for that below if you're interested in getting some of this yummy fabric. It feels amazing and I love wearing it. So that's the About Town top. I made a size 10 and the fit is really good. And then the other thing I made to go with it were So Different tie-toe pants. These were the trousers, pants, whatever you want to call them. They had all the ag with when I went on the Lancaster sewing retreat the other week. But I've got there. I've made them in the same linen as the top, and I'll hopefully put an image of me in the full outfit here and then you can see it. You can either, it's got a paper bag waistband, so I said it right this time, I keep calling it a handkerchief. It's a paper bag waist, side seam pockets, and then these huge cargo pant pockets. Now you don't have to put the cargos on, you don't have to put the side pockets in, you can mix and match. I decided I wanted to go whole hog and do the whole thing, and I really like them. Now I'm not normally a lover of barrel leg trousers, but these ones, yeah, I'm learning to love. I didn't when I first put them on, and then I wore them, they felt so comfortable, I felt great in them. So it doesn't matter, does it, whether somebody says that barrel leg trousers can't be worn by people who are in short arse. It does not matter. If you feel good in something, you should wear it, because if you feel good, you'll look good, in my opinion. So I'm loving those. I want to make another pair. I may take in the barrel shape a little bit more on me. And if you're thinking of making these, I made a size 8, would you believe? They are meant to be big and voluminous, and that just doesn't work for me. I really don't like that look on me. So to compensate, I went down a size. I should have done a 10 and I did an 8. And I could still, I think, go down a little bit further if I wanted them to be more snug as a fit. But that's not the design of the trousers. So I'm sticking with my size 8 when I make my next pair. And I might grade the barrel shape in a little bit to make them a little bit more of a smart trouser. So there we go. Monday makes and plans all done and dusted. Thanks for joining me. I hope I've given you some inspiration, and I will see you all tomorrow when we start this week's sewing marathon. So have a great sewing day, and I will see you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. If you want to follow me in July, you're going to get bombarded. Sorry, not sorry. I'm doing smaller vlogs. On a Monday, I will do my full makes and plans vlog as today. And then every other day, there are going to be 10-15 minute vlogs of what I've done that day, because I do sew every single day. I know, I'm crazy, but I love it. So that's not normal, that's just in July. When we get to the end of July, I do vlogs on a Monday and a Thursday. So if you're liking what you're seeing and you're not subscribed, help a girl out, subscribe to my channel, and help it grow and get out there to more sewing lovers as well. So take care, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.